What is your number one tip for starting university?
My number one tip is guard your sleep. I remember when I was at uni, what it was like coming in for early lectures, and then I would get onto the train and just be exhausted. And now, as someone who works at the university, I still walk to Redfern Station. I look around at all the people. I'm like, yeah, 20 years ago, I was doing that. And I now realize that I probably didn't learn a lot of the things that I was in lectures and tutorials for because I was too tired to actually learn it, because I look around and I'm like, half this carriage is asleep. Okay, everyone is overtired. So guard your sleep. It's really precious.
Yeah, definitely needed that probably first year.
Do you have a tip for starting university?
I would say get a good Wi-Fi dongle for the train.
Super practical.
Yeah, as a commuter last year, having a Wi-Fi dongle, very, very practical and very useful for me. Phone hotspot just doesn't cut it sometimes. So yeah, the dongle, pretty key, I would say, yeah. So when you were at uni, did you join any clubs or societies, or how did you make friends?
I am a 85%, 90% introvert. So this is actually a question that means a lot to me because I struggled. I didn't really know how to do that well, especially because it wasn't like, hey, here's your class of 30 students who you're just going to spend all of these timetable times with. I remember the first moment I realized that, whoa, I could go through an entire day and not speak to any other people. I don't even need to talk to my bus driver. I'm like, Opal card being. So there really was this place where I had to find my own way. Definitely clubs and societies helped because, and I did join a bunch, finding people who were just as interested and geeked out in the things that, for me, I was like the only person at my school who was really into this TV series or into this particular game, that kind of thing, was really wonderful. And it was such a nice experience meeting people. And I was like, oh, I thought I was the only one. But you sort of discover these kindred spirits, and you just got to sort of get out there a little bit and be on the front foot, take the initiative and introduce yourself. I think that really helped. I mean, you know, big lecture theatre, and you can just find a spot to sit all alone. And there was a part of me that was like, that's the comfortable and safe option.
Right.
And I was like, no, we're here in university actually to
make the most.
Yeah, alongside other like-minded and really smart, cool people.
Yeah.
So let's...
And everyone I used to is actually so nice.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if you just put yourself out there, you're going to make friends.
Yeah,
It's so
100%.
lovely. Yeah. How did you choose what to study at university?
I wanted to become a teacher. And so in some ways, to go into education, it's pretty straightforward in terms of, well, here are the different options for either you study education undergrad or postgrad, which way do you want to go? So that part of things was locked in pretty quick. But then when I realized, okay, I want to teach mathematics and also computing studies, I'm qualified to teach that too. There's heaps of flexibility. I guess just like you for your degree, it's like, well, which mathematics do I want to learn? And that was tricky. I leaned on the advice of some of the older students I knew, and I asked some of my tutors. Some of those are great decisions. Some of them afterwards I thought, okay, maybe I shouldn't have picked this exact unit, but that's okay. All part of the learning experience. What was the process like for you? How did you pick what you wanted to study?
Yeah. I guess I always knew that I wanted to do math. So when I got into Houston, I was very excited. I got into the Bachelor of Science and Master of Mathematical Sciences, which was really cool because I knew I wanted to do undergrad and postgrad as well. In terms of picking my units, I've mostly done my core units so far, so like algebra and your calculus and stuff like that. And then when it came to picking my second major, so I do my maths major, and then I have to have a second one as well, I chose stats. I think it's really applicable to a lot of different areas of maths and stuff like that. I mean, I'm only second year, so I've got a lot of room to figure out what area of maths I want to go down and what units I kind of want to pick. But yeah, that's been me so far.
World is your oyster.
Yeah, I think so.